flashes, neon skin. She do kiss and told me. Look her, Eleanor, chill on the stone. She's my space age electric queen, dancing around the radar screen. Spins like they're in a fever dream. She's my space age electric queen. She jumps to gamma rays, hates her lips in doggy ways. That's the signals only heard by broken hearts and wayward birds. She moves her soul, the second sound. These stars trails in the underground. She's my space age electric queen, dancing around the radar screen. Spins like they're in a fever dream. She's my space age electric queen. It's daughter of the sun. She don't kiss, she uploads fire. Set my heart on space age desire. Oh, mother God, build on Mars. Drive the rocket ship above the stars. She's my space age electric queen, dancing around the radar screen. Spins like they're in a fever dream. She's my space age electric queen. Electric queen, sat between space and age. Space and age.
The moment you smile, I feel the strings, soft as the hush a summer night brings. The wind through the trees begins to play, like it knows what my heart wants to say. I try to speak, but I just sway, lost in the music of your name all day. Each breath you take becomes a tune that circles me like a silver moon. Every note is true, sweet and slow, dancing through my soul like a radio. You don't even when you come near. Even the silence leans in to hear the rhythm of your hands in mine, a harmony that's so divine. Every note is true, all for you, pulling every shade of blue. You don't even try, but it shows. You're the melody my heartbeat knows. Yes, every note is true. And if the music ever fades, promise me you'll always stay. Even in the quiet, I'll believe you're the only song I need. Every note is true, deep and wide, from the hush to the rising tide. All the joy, all the ache, every line that my heart can take. Yes, every note is true. Oh, darling, every note is true.
Down in the jukebox dancing, big top and room enhancing. When I saw this started stop, with a grin that's smooth and tough. You like a brother Homer, we rebel loud and free. Grooving to that R&B. I got you on my stick. Oh, what? He's got the chicken walk. Oh, what? Makes the whole room rock with a twist, a turn, and a shake. The dance floor's ours, make no mistake. Everybody's clapping, join the fun. When he hits that move, the night's begun. You couldn't nobody's think, but not the light is better. Nor in the chicken walk, he's tapping up and walk. Down is the jukebox dancing, he's tapping, moving, dancing. When I started stop, with a grin that's smooth and stuff. Oh, what? He's got the chicken walk. Oh, what? Makes the whole room rock with a spin, a slide. The crowd goes wild. He's the king of the floor, just a happy shout. Lights flicker and the band plays on. When he's got that groove, you know it's on. Oh, what? He's got the chicken walk. Oh, what? Makes the whole room rock. He snaps his fingers across the beat. With every shuffle, he can't be beat. People gather round, they wanna see the little move that set him free.
It's gory and grimy and crawly and slimy, the Gory and Grimy Ghoul Show. It's screeching and squealing, a spine-tingling feeling, the Gory and Grimy Ghoul Show. Your teeth will chatter, your knees will knock, the shadows will dance and sway. But once you hear that cackling laugh, you'll never run away. It's zany, insane, and full of and brew, and pop out at you on the Gory and Grimy Ghoul Show.
I saw your face where mine should be, laughed at the shape you made of me. Your lipstick dripped in crimson waves and whispered secrets from the grave. I touched the glass, it touched me back. Your echo smiled, then turned to black. I took a trip in your mirror, slipped through the cracks of your stare. Time did a twist, gave me a shiver. Now I'm not sure I was ever there. Your bedroom blinked in TV light. My head was filled with Friday night. You danced with shadows down the hall and kissed the paint clean off the wall. I saw your truth in silver smoke, then woke up wearing someone's clothes. Took a trip in your mirror. The glass was warm and unfair. My name dissolved into glitter. Now I just float in your vacant glare. Back of broken tune, splash, reflection of the moon. My thoughts are stuck in 4/4 time. Your mirror made me lose my mind. I was real, till your mirror made the deal.
Chove na rua, você vai chegar com seu olhar de quem quer ficar. Gotas deslizam no meu balcão e o seu beijo me dá razão. Ninguém nos vê, só o temporal faz do momento algo sem igual. Quando a cidade começa a doer, a chuva te faz me querer. Mas quando o céu volta a clarear, você sorri e diz pra esperar. Nosso amor mora em nuvem, som, só floresce com trovão. Chove na rua, você vai chegar com seu olhar de quem quer ficar. Gotas deslizam no meu balcão e o seu beijo me dá razão. Ninguém nos vê, só o temporal faz do momento algo sem igual. Quando a cidade começa a doer, a chuva te faz me querer. Mas quando o céu volta a clarear, você sorri e diz pra esperar. Nosso amor mora em nuvem, som, só floresce com trovão.
what you now start to be, and it's a wild, and it's a midnight hour, rain come down, lightning flashing all around, candle flickers, cat won't purr. Someone think that, oh, I heard. Who's that knocking now? Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Who's that knocking now? Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! My baby gone, ah! So who's that knocking now? Could be a ghost, could be that woman that I love the most. She said, don't you chase me down the track, but ain't still feeling that fall back. Heartbeat thump like a jumbo drum. If that's a knocking, I better not run. Who's that knocking now? Who's that knocking now? My baby gone, so who's that knocking now? Who's that knocking now? Who's that knocking now?
There's a crack in the sky. I saw your face, I watched it die. There's a crack in the sky. I laughed so hard, I wanna cry. Fingers twitch, the lights are red. I talk to ghosts that won't be dead. The creature's got a plastic grin. Telling truth, but sweat is sin. There's a crack in the sky. I saw your face, I watched it die. There's a crack in the sky. We're too burned out to even try. Dig a hole behind the mall. Write your name on the bathroom wall. It's all a game, it's all a lie. To send that glance up in the sky. There's a crack in the sky. I saw your face, I watched it die. There's a crack in the sky. No one lives, but no one dies. There's a crack in the sky. Infinity, go too dumb to die. There's a crack in the sky. We all scream, but no one asks why. There's a crack in the sky. Rust in the air and light in the ride. There's a crack in the sky. Born too new and bred to defy.
of a mirror hung in the hall of a house with no doors. Mother was static, father was fever, singing in tongues through the blood in the floor. I sleep where the wolves forget. Name me what the moon regrets. Glasswall cathedral, breathing in cold, ghost in the fetal, crooning in low. All of my angels hiss when I cry. Heaven is watching with laminated eyes. I stitch my shadow into your echo. Now when you whisper, I fracture the sound. Clock hands twitch like bone in the window. You dream of me dead, but I'm always around. Cameras blink like saints in pain. Silk wrapped teeth behind my name. Hold me in the wire rain. Say you love me, lie again. Glasswall cathedral, breathing in cold, ghost in the fetal, crooning in low. All of my angels hiss when I cry. Heaven is watching with laminated eyes. Bury my heart in the walls, I'm still in the hallway, feeding the dark. Ghost in the field, crooning in low. All of my angels, crooning in low.
long as they're done. Trouble me as long as I feel numb. Cold, cruel night, I'm waiting for your bite. Oh, cold night, give me that sting. Shadows crawl
my girl talk too much.
Yeah, she's stealing my vibe.
Won't stop calling during lunch.
Yeah, she's stealing my vibe.
She don't groove, she don't twist.
Yeah, she's stealing my vibe.
She got a frame like a grocery
Yeah,
list.
she's stealing my vibe.
She's got a frown, she brings me down. She's a drag, just a total drag. She don't dig the Rolling Stone.
Yeah, she's stealing my vibe.
She just sits and stares at phones.
Yeah, she's stealing my vibe.
Tries to take her to a show.
Yeah, she's stealing my vibe.
She said, punk's too fast, so I had to go. She don't dance, she wrecks romance. What a mess, just a total mess.